Hello guys, and welcome to a new video tutorial series in which I will be explaining the first few years in Aurora 4X, from the start of the game to the jump era. Due to Aurora being an extremely complex game, I have a few things to go over before we start, and a few other things as well that I think will be important for newer players, as this tutorial series will be for those people exactly, people who are just starting to get into the game and are looking where to start, so they can have a proper foundation going into Aurora. So, the first thing to go over is that I will be doing a conventional start. I believe this is the best start for newer players, and my preferred, as it allows me to have more time to explain things, and is also a much slower start overall, which I think will definitely help. The second thing to go over is that due to the fact in Aurora you can start pretty much however you want. Now there are some caveats to this, but you can pretty much start however you want. I will have to face the fact that I cannot guarantee that this will work for everyone. So do not just blindly follow the tutorials or the guide in this series. Instead, learn from them and apply them to your game. Every game is going to be different due to various factors. Resources, different systems, ship design philosophy, different commanders. All of these things and many more can affect how your game is going to be. The third thing is that to go over that this series will not in any way replace my current Let's Play series. Instead, it will merely supplement it and make it easier for people who just want to learn and not have to deal with all the other LP stuff. As such, this will be a loose guide to follow and not a rulebook. If you feel I have missed anything super important, let me know, but this series will just be me explaining how I start the game and why I do certain things, so don't expect it to be completely perfect. Without further ado, please enjoy the first episode of this series, and thank you for watching. Hello and welcome. You just watched the intro there. I hope you did enjoy that, and if you didn't notice, there is a new flag and also a new banner and profile picture for the channel. Let me know your thoughts on it. I took some time to work on it. Credit goes to a Reddit user, and it's in the description of the channel for most of the eagle design, but the other stuff is up to me. If you can figure out the symbolism, or the comment where I talked about the symbolism, then I'll give you a few cookies. Anyway, let's get into the episode. So, as I said in the intro, this is going to basically be a guide. I'm remaking the conventional starting step series with better audio, more explanations, better understanding of what I need to say, things like that. So it's easier for you guys to understand, the basic first few years. I'll also put on screen right now the current setup and the nation that I'm playing and what I've selected, as I have made a few adjustments to the base starting conventional start. But they shouldn't really impact anything too much. It's just how I normally start that I think is best for most people. This guide is not made for older players, unless you're from VB6. These are made for newer players to C# to understand what they need to do, how they need to play, and how they need to get things done. This series will probably run for 4 to 5 episodes, and then it will stop, and this will just be to get people through the front door and into, well, into the game, because really that's, at the end of the day, that's what I want to do, make the game more accessible for more and more people, so more people can enjoy how amazing this game actually is. So, let's start off then. So we're on Earth, we have a 1 billion population, and basically, to set the scene right, you've probably watched my install tutorial, you've probably set up, your race and whatever, and you've come here because you want to understand how to actually play the game. So the first thing we're going to do is go into our economics tab. So if you don't know all these tabs, if you look in the newbie starter playlist, there should be videos on them and just general UI and what they do. I'm not going to explain that because I've already done it in the past, but I'm just going to presume you at least know that. Okay? We're going to go in here, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to sort industry out. I usually like to build a military academy first because there isn't really a lot else to build. Now, you can build other things, obviously, like maybe maintenance facilities or research or whatever, but because you have such low industry because you're using conventional infrastructure, which is like, think of it like modern day infrastructure, what we're using currently. So it's not using those fancy Trans-Newtonian things that we have in the game. So we're going to create one military academy with all that industry, and that'll be done in 2026 on the 2nd of July, which funnily enough was yesterday, July the 2nd. Now we're gonna have a look at mining. So this is where you're gonna see a mining. So we're gonna have a look here, and we generally have quite a nice stockpile, some decent resources, nothing too particular. We also have these 2 shipyards. We have a commercial shipyard and a naval shipyard. So I'm going to be building up to build my survey vessel, and I'm going to tool this to 2,000 tons in capacity. On my commercial shipyard, I'm going to continually capacity upgrade this, so you can continue capacity to 50,000. And now the reason I'm going to be doing both of this is I want this for survey ships, which are going to be at 3,000 tons, which is a good tonnage for like a corvette. And then I want freighters and colony ships out of this shipyard, which will be for much bigger size classes, which can be 50,000 tons. And so that will be done in 2027. Then we have our research. So this is very interesting. So you want to understand where you want to put your research. I like to put my research into, first off, you're going to do Trans-Newtonian technology, but after that, we're going to kind of talk about it a little bit more. So unfortunately, we don't have enough scientists for that. Now, something to note, if you don't have enough scientists or don't have the right kind of scientist, you can go all the way over here to the commanders tab, and you can find a scientist and you can change their field. Okay, you can accordingly change what field you want to them, so you won't have an issue. Now that will reduce their research bonus, but it's something to consider if you are not having one of the scientists. So we're going to research that. I'm also going to go into defensive, and I'm going to use the rest of our laboratories to research that, and I'm also going to put it in there. Because really, at the end of the day, we're going to kind of be waiting for that Trans-Newtonian tech to tick along, because that's what's really going to accelerate, being able to do everything. Our welfare is looking fine. Everything else is looking fine. Now, I'm going to go over to the race details. So here we go. And I'm going to go to, not race themes, but I'm going to go to the academies tab, and I'm going to select this to 5. So basically, I want to get better quality of crew for my ships in the future. And because we don't have any ships, we're going to be building up these crew very easily. So the difference will be, this will get much more crew available, while this will not get as many crew. They'll be much higher in training level. So I'm okay for that sacrifice because we're not really going to have that many ships. So that's pretty good overall for us. So other than that, I'm going to assign an academy commandant because I want to improve the chance for scientists. Now, why do you want to improve the chance for scientists? Well, scientists dictate what you research and other cool things like that. So I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to scientist. I'm going to go for research admin. I'm going to grab this guy. I want to get the highest research. I'm going to assign him. I can make him a story character if I want to, and that will basically mean he won't die. But yeah, there you go. And I'm also going to assign a governor to Earth, and I'm going to turn on automated assignments so that all the officers get assigned accordingly. So let's go over to our administrators, and we're gonna check for Earth. We're gonna go for this. I want to go for probably production is going to be the main thing. So we're going to assign that guy's too low rating. So we're going to assign Darius Donon to Earth. So he is going to be the governor of Earth. And there we go. We pretty much set up what we need to set up. Now a few things you want to do is you want to check events, because that will show events here. And events basically is how you play the game. So we're just kind of look through things. And if you ever want to look through the event log, you can look it through here. It's very nice for us there. So keep that in mind. And yeah, let's start the game. So we're going to turn all it turns on, and we're going to go for 5-day increment. Here we go. We just got conventional composite armor, and we're going to now increase that to the ceramic or the conventional advanced composite armor, which should be very good for us here. And there we go. Ooh, sorry about that one. And we're going to go for better ceramic armor now. So we need to go for here, and we're going to go for, oh, we don't have any actually. I'll put the rest of the laboratories into that then, and then I will put this into fuel storage, because right now our bottleneck is the amount of labs we can actually put on the Trans-Newtonian guy. So that's going to take a little bit of time, obviously. Something you'll notice if you're from VB6, the speed is going amazing. Look, this is C#. Everything is just speeding along super, super great. And that is the main thing about this game that's really, really awesome in that respect. So we're gonna go for another lab on that. And just 5-day increments all the time here. We completed our military academy. We're gonna put an order in for a second military academy. They're relatively cheap and we can produce them decently fast, so I'm not really too concerned about it. We just got 2,000 tons now on our shipyard. I'm going to now put in an extra slipway. So go for the activity. There we go, slipway. I'm just going to keep incrementing the turns ever so slightly. We got minimum engine or maximum engine size increased. Trans-Newtonian large cargo hold. We should have our Trans-Newtonian tech pretty much done soon, so I'll just put this into there. It doesn't really matter. We're just waiting for that Trans-Newtonian tech to finish up. And there we go. We now have Trans-Newtonian technology. So we're going to cancel this. And I'm going to start converting. So what you want to do is I want to convert stuff to the new fangled, new technology, or the better stuff. So how I like to do it, and people have different things for how they do it. I like to put 60% into my construction factory. So I'm going to convert my 1600 conventional industry into these things. So I'm going to convert, I would say, 1,000 into this. I'm going to give that 60%. Okay, 60%. I'm then going to convert probably 500. I'm going to give that 35% to mines, because I'll need that many mines, but I do want my construction factories to be pretty up there. And I'm going to convert 50 and then 5%. Oh, actually, I want to modify this to... How do I modify this? 5. And I'm going to convert the rest to financial centers. Just because I want to get an even spread here. I'm also going to add this 30. There we go. And so that will get constructed accordingly. The construction factories will then be added, and that will speed it up. So even though it says 2045, it will be done much, much quicker than that. Overall, everything's looking good. Our stockpiles are getting a little depleted, but projected usage should be fine enough. And we're now going to have to go to our research and make sure that everything is going good over there. So I'm going to cancel these projects. And I'm going to research a few things. So I'm going to grab my propulsion, and I'm going to put 5 labs into researching pressurized water reactors. I'm going to grab another 5 labs, and I'm going to put them into getting geological survey sensors. And then I'm going to grab another 5 labs, and I'm going to put them into uranium armor, because we're going to need that for the ship that we are going to develop. So we just completed the continual capacity upgrade for that, which is very, very nice. We completely researched uranium armor, so now we're just going to completely focus on getting these 2 up and ready for research. We just completed pressurized water reactor, so now we're going to go for nuclear thermal, and we are nearly ready to design our first ship. So geological survey sensors are complete, and now I'm going to put that into that, and I'm going to go for logistics. Now I want to go for better cargo shores, because that's going to much improve our ability to unload and load things and move things. It's going to help our logistics out, really, and that's what I want to get out of that. Okay, we just completed research on nuclear thermal, so now we're going to go design a nuclear thermal engine. So engines, and we're going to do a size 24. That's 24. Nuclear thermal engine. I think this will be fine. That'll be 2400, 25. I think that'll be fine. I'll give us 600 tons to play around with. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, 80%. No, I think 100. We'll go for this. Actually, I'll use the check this out. I'm gonna prototype this, so you can prototype stuff, and there was a video on that if you want to check that out. And I'm going to now design a new ship. We're gonna call it the Discoverer class, and I'm going to click prototypes. I'm going to check that this will work out for us here. I want to go for 48 months. Yeah, I don't think this will work out for us, so we probably want less than this because we only have 3,000 tons. What if we do one of the engines? Well, yeah, what if we do one of the engines and we put geological survey sensors? Because we want a survey ship, basically. And then I want to go for fuel. I want at least like 40 billion kilometers worth of fuel, so let's increase that accordingly. And then we're going to go for engineering. I don't need that much engineering spaces. Yeah, okay, so this is not the right engine, I don't think, then. What we're going to probably want is a... I forget the engines that I use for these ships sometimes. What is it? 14 HS. We probably want 30%, 40% of the ship to be actually engines, and so obviously that isn't enough there. So we want to be using probably size 20. Let's try size 20 engine. So this is the thing you've got to kind of work out, is just kind of like prototyping your stuff around and making sure like everything works together accordingly. So we're gonna look for the engine. I'm gonna put on prototype. I'm gonna go for 2. That doesn't work either. So I think it's the 75 EP ones. I think that's the correct ones that we should be going for. So 75 EP 10. So I think the size 15 one. So prototype, and then we're going to go for this, and then we're going to look prototype here, and then we're going to add in the 2 engines. Yeah, there we go. That's the correct engine here. They have quite a bit of fuel usage, but we are going to actually reduce the engineering space. We really don't need that. We're going to go for 24 months instead of thing, because they only need it for 2 years, because we're going to build 2 of them. And these will survey just fine. I've tested this before, so it should work out just fine for me. I'm going to add in the extra fuel storage here. It's a little bit too much. Yeah, we'll add in the extra fuel. Small, and then we're just trying to pad them out here because I like even numbers. That's why I'm doing this. And there we go. So 36 billion kilometers, 2 survey points per hour. Seems good enough for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into here and we're going to grab the engine. I'm going to do research proto, and then we're going to go over to our research, and then we're going to go to power and propulsion. And we're going to research the engine accordingly. There we go. I'm now going to retool the shipyard once we have the slipway done, which will be done soon. And I'm going to put a rest into just getting us better engine tech, because engine tech is what generally does everything for you. So we're going to go for the better engine tech here. Slipway has been added. We're going to go over here and we're going to retool the shipyard accordingly. So this will allow us to actually build the ships. And I'm going to go for shipyard for that. I'm going to construct 2 of these. Oh, did I not redesignate their class? So it's still an ammunition transport. Yeah, I'll have to change that. So gravitational geological survey vessel. There we go. And yeah, that'll be done accordingly. So hopefully those will get done soon-ish. We just got to improve the pressurized water reactor so we can now research and improve the nuclear thermal technology. And those will be done in 2029, so that'll be a little bit off. In preparation for that, though, I'm going to create in our naval organization a new admin command. So admin commands, if you want to check out, there's a video I've done on this, but TLDR, it basically allows you to stack bonuses and manage your stuff much better. So we're going to go for a survey command. We're going to create the command. We're going to call it survey command. So survey command. And yeah, there we go. Survey command. And I'm going to not create a fleet just yet because we'll have those fleets in there. But I'm going to go to my commanders, because admin commands do not get auto-assigned. I'm going to go to my naval commanders. And I'm going to go for survey. We have a rear admiral here. I'm going to go for a naval admin command. you're going to be assigned to Survey Command. And that should be good for us. And so we're just constructing those ships now. And there we go. Both of the ships were completed and done. So that's good. So now I'm going to move them over to the Survey Command. I have to detach them first. So there we go. We're going to detach. And I'm going to detach them again accordingly. I'm then going to go over to standing orders, which basically allows me to tell them what to do without me having to constantly manage them. Survey next 5 system bodies. Refuel when less than 50% refuel at colony. Okay, good. And then I'm just going to do the exact same for this one. And they should go off and explore. And so now we have those bonuses being stacked accordingly onto those ships. So that's done, and that's all we're ever going to need for that shipyard accordingly. So now we're going to watch the fruits of our labors as these ships are going to go around and they're going to boop, 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 boop. Look at this. Now that is speed. That is speed. So just zooming around the solar system. If you've ever played VB6, your jaw is probably dropping right now at the speed. I have, and I was so happy when I first played C# just due to this. Look at this. This is great. And so we pretty much have the entire solar system nearly surveyed, and it hasn't even been a year really. So that's the power of having some good early survey ships. So in 4 years, I nearly have the entire solar system surveyed. So now we're gonna click this to reload the minerals. So make sure you do this, and we'll have a look here. So Mercury has 0.6 million, or 0.6 access, 1.4 million. Bunch of Randerite. Mars has some 4 million uranium. Jupiter has a bunch of thorium. Do any of the moons of Jupiter or Saturn have anything on it? That's the real question. No, they do not. We do not have anything on the moons. Oh, we didn't survey Saturn just yet. Okay. Well, there we go. And then we just got better fuel. We're going to go for even better fuel, actually. Because we do want to get the fuel efficiencies up. Oh, excuse me. We do want to get the fuel efficiencies up here, so go for the research there. And yeah, they're going to go back and refuel. They're going to survey, geological surveying, all of those worlds. And let's see if we found anything on Saturn. Did we? Did we find anything on Titan? Oh, Ganymede. Ganymede. 0.9 access, 14 million uranium on Ganymede. That is really, really great. So now you can kind of plan out your colonies and look outwards at what you want to be doing, right? So we've got Mars here, Luna, and we can see all the minerals. This means there's minerals on the world. So if we have a look at Thenisto, we have Ganymede here, obviously. And then all of these bodies are unsurveyed. So this is where I'm going to end the episode off here. I hope you have enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you think of the new series. I hope this helps you if you know, and helps you get into the game. And in the next few episodes, we're going to explore kind of that colonization era, and then we're going to explore the permanent colonies and all that kind of stuff, terraforming, things that you might want to do. I'll see you next time. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to suggest tutorials. That'll be linked in the description. I'll see you later. Bye bye.